Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning, Mrs. Stewart.
Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, boys and girls. I'm so glad you came to school. Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, Mrs. Stewart. Good morning, Mrs. Stewart. I'm so glad you came to school. Good morning, Mrs. Stewart. Great job. You may be seated. Oh, today is going to be a great day. I just know it. Well, I want to talk to you about something really fun, something that I'm sure we all have. Now, let's look at my picture right here. I have two friends, a boy and a girl, and their cute little puppy dog. And they are outside playing at the beach? No. Now, if I didn't see the snow, how would I know that it's cold outside? Just by looking at the boy and the little girl. If I didn't see the snowman, how would I know that it's cold outside, Jonathan? Stan, tell me.
That's why it's raining.
Well, I don't think it's raining in this picture. How else could I tell if it's cold or not, Kayla? If I was looking at that little boy and girl, how would I know?
Because it's snowing.
Well, if I didn't know it was snowing. If I didn't see the snow and I didn't see that there was a snowman there, how else would I tell if it was cold outside or not? Do you know? Well, a couple reasons. One, I could go outside and just feel the air. You can tell when you go outside, you can tell if it's cold or if it's hot. But another thing I can tell, Jonathan, come see me. Do you see this boy? He's wearing a little sweatshirt. It's got a zipper, but it's warm. He's wearing this because today here in Pensacola, it's chilly. I don't know why, because it's not supposed to be cold right now, but it is. It's cold this week. And so his mommy went outside and noticed that the weather was cold because she felt it on her skin. Because it's not snowing. It doesn't snow in Pensacola. Now, maybe boys and girls where you are, it snows. And you can look outside and you can see the snow and you would know it's cold outside. But for us here in Pensacola, we'd have to walk outside because we don't get snow. But his mommy knew that it was cold outside because he is wearing a sweatshirt. So if I was just to look outside my door and I didn't go out there, but I saw Jonathan walking by, and I would say, oh, he's got a jacket or a sweatshirt on. It must be cold outside. That's one way I can tell if it's cold outside. Thank you, Jonathan. Now sit really nicely in your chair. But look right here. I can also tell because he's wearing something on his head. What is that? A hat. And that's the kind of hat. That's not the hat you would wear at the beach, would you?
No.
No, that would make you really hot if you're wearing it at the beach. That's the kind of hat you would wear when it's kind of snow outside or if it's cold. I see something around his neck. What's around his neck?
Scarf.
A scarf. Why would he put a scarf around his neck? Yeah, so that his neck doesn't froze up, so it keeps his neck warm. That's right. And then I see he's wearing boots. Why would he need to wear those snow boots?
So he doesn't sink into the snow.
So that's one way. So his feet won't sink into the snow. What else would be a reason to wear boots in the snow? So snow doesn't get on your feet. What would happen if snow got on your feet?
You would get sick.
Well, you probably would get sick because snow is what?
Cold.
It is cold. Do you know what else snow is?
Soft.
Well, it is soft, but I'm thinking of something else. Is it hot or is it, well, it is cold, but is it dry or is it wet?
Wet.
Wet, and you don't want your feet to get wet because that's how you get sick. That's why mommy doesn't like you to splash around in puddles with your shoes on or your socks on, because then if you leave them on too long, then you will get sick if you leave those on, because it just does. Somehow it just makes your body really sick. So if you wear boots, special boots to play in the snow, then you probably will try to stay healthy that way and your feet won't get wet. If you would wear flip-flops in the snow, would that be a good idea?
No.
No, where would you want to wear flip-flops to?
The beach.
The beach. That's a good place to wear it at the beach. And then if you're at the beach, that probably means it's what outside?
Hot.
You're right. It is hot outside. So in the winter time, this is winter. What time of year is it in this picture?
Winter.
Winter. So in the winter time, you would want to make sure you're bundled up. But let's look at this next picture. In this next picture, oh, this is something, boys and girls, watch it. I don't know about where you live, but here in Pensacola, it does this a lot. What do you think it's going to do in this picture? It's going to rain. Oh, here in Pensacola, it rains so much. Oh, but we have beautiful grass here because it does rain here a lot, doesn't it? And the rain helps the trees and the grass to grow, but sometimes it just rains a lot here. And so would you want to wear, would you just want to go outside in your clothes like this in the rain? No, you would want to, yes, you would get soaking wet, wouldn't you? Your clothes would be wet. Remember in our last lesson when I took the paper towel and I dipped it in the water and then it wasn't dry anymore, it was what?
Soaking wet.
It was soaking wet. And remember I squeezed it and it was just dripping, the water drip, 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 drip. Well, that's what your clothes would do. It would drip, 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 drip. And then you would have to come to school all wet and you'd be so cold. And then surely you would get sick. You'd start sneezing. Oh, it would be so not so fun. So you'd have to go outside and keep your clothes nice and dry. So would you wear a blanket over you? No. The blanket would get soaking wet. You'd have to wear special rain gear. Rain gear, it's special stuff that's made to help you to keep the rain off of you. That means it's going to be kind of slick. It's going to be almost plasticky like. And it's going to help keep the rain. Rain will just come right off of you, almost like the ducks. You know how God made the ducks to be able to play outside and they love to be in the rain? So you'll see lots of ducks sometimes when it rains. They like to come out and play because God made their feathers have that special oil on them so that the rain just falls right off of them. And that's what some people did. God gave some people some really smart ideas to help make rain gear. So you have raincoats, you have rain boots. Those are special boots that you can play in, so you can splash around in the puddles. Yes, some rain hats. Some people have rain hats. And what do you need?
Umbrella.
An umbrella. If you don't have a raincoat, you should definitely have an umbrella because that umbrella is going to help keep the water, a lot of that water off of you because you definitely don't want to get sick. You don't want that rain to get on you because you'll get wet. So it's very important that when it rains, you keep your umbrella. Maybe you can keep it in the car. Maybe if you have a backpack, you can put it in the backpack. Some people keep their umbrellas right by their front door so that way when they go to leave, they can look outside and go, oh, it's raining today, let's get our umbrellas. And then that way you don't get wet when you leave your house. It's a good idea to do that. So it's always good to have an umbrella. So if it's raining outside, you wouldn't want to grab a blanket, would you? No. You would get soaking wet. You want to grab your raincoat if you have one, an umbrella, and if you have rain boots, you want to wear your rain boots. If it's snowing, do you want to bring your flip-flops?
No.
What if I wore, how about this? Let's see. Kyla, come see Mrs. Stewart. Let's look. Can I put you up here? Would that be okay? Okay, I'm going to pick you up. 1, 2, 3. Let's look at her boots. Can you stick your feet out towards Mrs. Stewart? Now, she's got some really cool boots on. Would these be good to wear in the snow? No, because these are fun boots, aren't they, to wear to school? But these would not keep the snow from getting inside of her boots and her feet. They are not rain boots or snow boots. They're fun boots, and these are good school boots, but not good to play in the snow, are they? No, you'd have to have some rain boots or some snow boots to play in the snow. Those are fun boots to play with, though. So you want the special kind. You want the rain gear kind of boots or the snow boots to be able to play in the snow with your snow boots or play in the splash in the puddles with the rain boots. You wouldn't want to splash in the puddles with sneakers, would you? No, you couldn't do that. Then your feet definitely would be all soaking wet. So the next time it's raining, don't forget your rain gear. Or if you're somewhere where it's snowing, don't forget to bundle up with your coat and your scarf to keep yourself from getting frozen so that you can play outside and enjoy the beautiful world that God gave us.